I didn't intentionally want to hurt Jess. And going forward, I just have to understand that if this reaction comes out of me this way, it's gonna bring us back to what we just had.
Really has a huge impact on her. And one thing that's really simple that I suggested was for Jess to literally just sit down and write all the words that she doesn't really want you to use around her or direct at her, just so you know.
I had to write a list of names that were not acceptable for him to use towards me. You know, and you have to be mindful, obviously you can't put every single bad word on there, but it was mainly the words that he had already used.
You should know. It's using your head.
You don't. I know you don't. And that's the
because
problem.
I don't like what I see.
And then I think there was like one extra that I threw in there just to be on the safe side. He was really good with it. I remember, I think one time he said one of the words on there and like we were like joking around and they looked at me and he was like, I'm sorry, that was on the list. And I was like, it's okay. So he was very mindful of the list. He was trying, you know, he really was. It wasn't where he was just like, whatever, it is what it is. I'm gonna, like, this is just who I am. Although he did say that a few times.
We just have different ways of communicating, and I think that's one of the biggest things is I am assertive. If somebody comes at me with something and I disagree, I have no problem saying how I feel, because I have an opinion. You know, some of the experiences that she's seen is that I get angry or, you know, I could get frustrated, and I think that kind of turns her off a little bit. Dr. Joseph told us, for Jess it was to communicate, and for myself it was to listen, be aware of each other's emotions and feelings. I think that was the biggest message. You know, any bits of information that we could have received helped. But I think ultimately we got past our disagreement because of the conversation that I had. And I went in there and I put my foot down and I let her really get everything out. I'm gonna let you have to say what you gotta say, because I know you got a lot on your mind. I'm not gonna say a word. I think I've learned a little bit about myself and some of the issues that I have. I have a temper, and I know sometimes I have a short fuse. Jess also needs to communicate. Deep down, I think that we both care about each other, and we really want to see where this goes.
I never think that I'm better than anybody. Like, instead of getting support, you're just putting me down. My main thing for me is respect, and I know it is for him too. Speaking to me in that manner isn't the respect that I should be given. Anyone that knows me knows that marriage is something that I've always wanted. Divorce is not a word that's in my vocabulary.
Honestly, after that, I think we both kind of revived. That was that.